When Lisa moved into her new apartment, she was eager to start fresh. The building was old but charming, and her third-floor unit had a lovely view of the park. The neighbors seemed polite, if a little distant, except for one. The man in the unit directly across from hers in the adjacent building was always there. His window faced hers, and every evening, as she settled in with a book or turned on the TV, she would glance up and see him standing there, smiling. At first, Lisa thought it was a coincidence. Maybe he liked standing by the window. Maybe he wasn't looking at her at all. But it happened every night, without fail. The figure would stand there, hands by his sides, smiling in her direction. She told herself it wasn't a big deal. He was probably harmless, just eccentric. Still, she started keeping her curtains closed. One night, as Lisa prepared for bed, she decided to peek through a tiny gap in the curtains. Her heart dropped. He was still there, smiling, but the lights in his apartment were off. The next day, she mentioned it to the building superintendent. "Do you know the guy across the way?" Lisa asked, trying to sound casual. The superintendent frowned. "No one lives there right now. That unit's been vacant for months." Lisa's stomach turned. "You're sure? I see someone in the window every night." "Maybe you're mistaken," he said, shrugging. "I can double check, but there shouldn't be anyone there." That night, Lisa couldn't resist looking again. This time, the curtains across the way were drawn. For the first time in weeks, she felt a small sense of relief. Maybe it had all been in her head. Then her phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "Why did you close the curtains? I miss your smile." Lisa froze, her breath hitching. Slowly, she turned toward her window. The curtains across the way were still drawn, but in the faint glow of the streetlights, she saw him, standing in her backyard, smiling up at her.